talking about the Titans here. The Titans.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone. It is gone. It is bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with KJ McCoy, Ballpark Tommy, Dalton and Fratty. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
What is going on, everybody? Unfortunately, another heartbreaking loss for the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies fall to the Padres. Final score 5-4. It was a great game before that. A lot of back and forth, but unfortunately could not get the job done. A lot of it was because of plate appearance. A lot of it was because of luck and some tough breaks. Me and Fratty are here for you guys to cover it all. But Fratty, initial thoughts on tonight's plate appearance, man. I mean, let's get right into it. I mean, you said it right in the group chat. It was despicable, right?
Yeah. What's his name? Brandon Moore swinging at 1-0 instead of letting the count run down. Then number 2, you got Kyle Schwarber in the 9th inning. He swung at 3-1. You had Harper swinging at the first pitch. Yeah, and a couple, I think Trey Turner swung at a ball outside. I think 1 or 2 balls outside in this game as well. This is becoming a problem now that this team, I know I felt last night I fell asleep before the game even ended. And it ended up losing anyway. But this team, the consistency of this team is questionable. With the bats. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, plate appearance-wise, they just let the Padres go goose on them tonight. And, yeah, I mean, it's only time will tell to see what happens with the Phillies going forward with the they gotta get better at the plate. They can't be doing this. They're losing too many close games with plate approaches like this. It's like I said, it's becoming a problem now.
Yeah, now is when it's not funny anymore. I mean, there have been a lot of bad first pitch swings, a lot of questionable, like what are you doing? Fundamentals of baseball. So hopefully they can start to adjust for that. I was actually listening to WIP today, as per usual, in my car driving around. And one of the things that they had with the Trey Turner interview that came up is Trey Turner basically says that he thinks that this team hasn't found this second gear yet, that this team still has another level that they can hit and that they aren't playing, quote, the best baseball they can play yet. That's an interesting quote. I think it's good and bad, right? Number one, the initial Philly fan is going to be like, well, why haven't you been doing your job playing good baseball? Like, come on, buddy. It's July. It's time. But on the other side, it's like, I kind of agree with him. Like, I kind of hear what he's saying, right? Because that's how the new age, I was thinking about it while I was driving too. It's not like baseball in the 90s where you're expected to hit piss missiles, 90% of the year. This new era of baseball, you can go out and win a World Series and not be the hottest team in baseball until the end of the year. It's all about who is the hottest team in baseball at the end of the year, who can make the playoff run. That's where it's really going to be where it matters. So I think that the Phillies are almost like, I don't want to say saving their energy or saving their power, but they understand that when it really matters and when I really think we'll start to see that, like some people are also like, this team isn't showing enough emotion. They aren't upset enough. Tell you what makes me show a lot of emotion. Nick's Pizza. If you guys haven't, check it out. Wilmington, Delaware. Awesome local spot. Best place to get your pizza. Detroit style Mike's Hot Honey. Thank me later. But when this team is really going to start to show emotion, Fratty, is once we get to the postseason, once we get to, I think, August baseball. And if you are seeing these same sloppy mistakes, I think you're going to see more than Brandon Marsh squeezing a helmet because he's upset. I do. But what'd you think of the tough break tonight for Wheels, man? I mean, that was really tough.
You know, Zack Wheeler is starting to get tired too. I mean, we're crawling into the All-Star break. I'm so glad that this man knows better and understands that taking a bid to the All-Star game, having to travel all the way to Atlanta after this tough outing, I don't think it would have benefited him at all. Having to travel from San Diego to Atlanta, then to Philadelphia right after Tuesday. The man looked tired tonight. And I think he made the smart decision that after tonight that he's not going to pitch again, possibly for over a week from now. And we'll get into Dalton, the whole thing of how I think they're going to set up the rotation, because since we have almost about 4 or 5 days off after tomorrow, how Wheeler is going to fit in with us setting up the rotation. But it's definitely a tough break for him. I'm interested to see when he's going to pitch next after tonight, because when it comes to these breaks, it's like the postseason and like after the All-Star break, you can set up your rotation any way you like. So
yeah,
I'm interested after all for this tough break, he gets a long break, and I honestly think you fit him in possibly maybe that first game of the last game of the Angels series, first game of the Red Sox series, so he can pitch against the Yankees. That's what I think is going to end up happening. That's the move I would do with him. So
yeah. I think I'm just mortified with the way that this went for Wheels. I think this one hurts the stats too, obviously a lot. And we all know that he's #1 leader in the clubhouse for Cy Young in the NL. So I want to see him kind of finish that. But you pretty much took the words out of my mouth with everything else. Bruised rib cage for Alec Bohm. This is not good. Bohm, I know, hasn't been the best hitter that we've wanted him to be. We'd like to see more home runs out of him. That's just the obvious. But Alec Bohm is still a great player, I think, especially defensively. I do know that Otto Kemp can play a little bit of third base. We saw him come in tonight. He did a pretty good job. But if he is out long-term, this could be an interesting stretch again for the Phillies. Because that was back to Trey Turner and the thing that he was saying on WIP. The one quote that Trey said that I really liked was, this team is going to learn how to adjust to adversity early. And I really agree with that. I think that that's a good thing for a baseball team. So what do you think about this, Frat?
I think we have a good reliable bench guy that showed it tonight in Armando Sosa, who came up big with a hit. If Bohm has to be out for a while, so be it. We were winning games without Bryce Harper. And think about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little off beat here, but just remember when division rival who we beat twice in the NLCS. Sorry, Atlanta Braves fans, but I mean, think about it. The Braves won the World Series without Ronald Acuna that one time. He'd even play. He, believe it or not, as good of a player as he is, he'd even really contribute outside of the regular season to that World Series. It's just like when Carson Wentz wasn't our starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, he helped us on the way there. So this, with Alec Bohm, if he's going to be out a while, which he's probably not going to be out the rest of the season. I'd say he's probably going to be out maybe for a few weeks. I would be very cautious here because I don't know. You do not want to rush this guy back, and being how tight the standings are right now, the Phillies are going to probably try to want to get him back as soon as possible. But I'd say let it play out because luckily we have the All-Star break, so he won't miss as many games. I'd say let it play out. See what Armando Sosa can do because you don't know if we're going to need him for the postseason. You don't know what's going to happen in the next couple months. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the whole team stays healthy. But we'll see. Only time will tell. I mean, we've got a really interesting development going on here with this Phillies team. We're not as I'd say quote unquote ahead in the standings like we were last year. So is it a good thing? Maybe. If it's good that we're staying tight, but we'll see.
And to be clear, I think that the Phillies team is going to tell us it's a good thing until we get to the postseason, right? Like, they're going to tell us fans what we want to hear because we are the crazy ones. I'm kidding. But in all seriousness, Trey Turner is going to tell the fans whatever he thinks is going to calm us down, right? Like, he's going to say to the fans, hey, this is what's going to get them off my back with this next question. Is there truth to what Trey Turner said? I do think that there could be a little bit of truth to what Trey Turner is saying because baseball is such a who's the hottest team now sport that you're right. Like, if they can just get hot at the right time and stay consistent, they'll be in a good spot. The problem is it's like your best three hitters come up at the end of the game there. You got Harper, Schwarber, and Turner, and they can't make anything happen. So you got one more game tomorrow. You got one more chance to prove it all. Other than that, we'd probably be wanting to be on here longer. But do you think that this team will bounce back tomorrow going into the All-Star break, Fratty?
Hold up, 1 sec.
You're all good.
You're lagging. So you said, yep, we lost the series, but here's something I want to get into. I mentioned this to you before the show tonight, Dahl. Tomorrow is probably, I'd say, tomorrow is one of the biggest games of the season. Tell you why. We have to win tomorrow. We win tomorrow, we even up the series with the Padres. But Meta AI gave me a good point here. I know we got a long way to go. We got about almost 2.5 months left, a little less than that when we get back from the break. If we do tie the Padres tomorrow in the season series, the second tiebreaker, according to, I don't know if it may or may not be accurate, but according to Meta AI, and I think Meta's pretty smart most of the time. What's the name? If we like I said, if we tie the season series, the second tiebreaker would be the division versus the record versus the other divisional opponents in your same division. The Phillies are 16-12. The Padres are 14-12. Say if both of us tied for the last wild card spot at the end, it would be a neck and neck race. And I'm unsure what I didn't check to see what the third tiebreaker was going to be, but for all you viewers that didn't know that could be an interesting development. That's why tomorrow's game is important for us to win. Because the Padres have 2 games in hand, and we got 2 less games in hand when it comes to division. So, yeah. Dawn, you there?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I was just waiting for you to wrap up your point. Wi-Fi's been a little bit in and out. Has to do with 911. Sorry, Fratty. It's been in and out. But let's go ahead and take it to Fratty's corner.
Yo, Fratty, give him the business. Only in South Philly. Only at Fratty's Corner. It's Fratty's Corner.
Well, guys, we're on last game of the All-Star break tomorrow. What's the name? Christopher Sanchez on the mound tomorrow. We'll see what happens there when it comes to Christopher Sanchez. I expect him to have a good start tomorrow. That's my quick point on him. In regards to the whole thing, the NL teams, there's a bunch of good NL teams out there right now. Padres, Giants, Dodgers, Phillies, Cubs, Brewers, Mets. That's like 7 teams that I literally named right off the top of my head. Those could be and Dodgers. All those teams I named right there are all playoff contenders. Cardinals make a case as well. I mean, there's so many good teams that they could literally have 16-team playoffs. It's so insane now. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, guys. We got one more game left. Like I said, Christopher Sanchez on the mound. We're only a half game behind the Mets, who play Kansas City. So with the Phillies, with a win tomorrow and a loss by the Mets, we could be in first place. But I'm not counting on that. It don't really matter because we still got like 2.5 months left of the season, almost. Well, that's in all. Dalton, I think, our buddy KJ, who's at the island, salute to you. I hope that you bring back luck with the Phillies, because obviously that first day on the island didn't work out well down there on the Antingas, whatever island you call that, whatever island that's far, far away from us. And I think all of us Phillies fans, and tomorrow, guys, I'm going to get on Friday's Corner. We'll talk a little bit about the All-Star game, talk a little bit about my best moments at the game / my favorite Phillies moments from the first half.
Yes.
And there were some great moments, and one notable moment that I think I'm going to mention. It has to do with Yohan Rojas' only home run of the season, where I was close to, and I'll tell you where I ranked that tomorrow. So you guys will find out where I ranked that tomorrow. I think I'm pretty sure know where that's going to be, but there's other moments that rank behind it, so you'll see.
Well, get ready. I'll be ready for it. Thank you, Fratty. Sorry about my Wi-Fi, guys. I'm going to try to see what's going on with my internet. It's been in and out, but I appreciate Fratty for covering. If you guys don't, give Fratty, the Phillies super fan, a follow on all social media platforms. I know his Instagram is at JamesFrat1. If you follow at JamesFrat1, you can follow all of his other pages on Instagram. We would appreciate that. And give us a follow at 302 Birds. We will be back, me and Fratty, tomorrow to cover the Phillies for you guys one last time before the All-Star break. But other than that, hope everybody has a great and safe Saturday night. Take care.
The Vikings.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! It is gone! It is Bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show.